I may have lucked upon a solution for our problems.
What is that?
Gentlemen, I give you pickle Lila.
What does my grandmother's pickle relish have to do with our financial problems?
I think this relish could save ELQ.
None of this would have happened if Daddy had just trusted me to run the company. But no, he couldn't even leave me a couple of shares, not one share. Instead, he leaves me a single lousy jar of relish. Oh, my God. The relish! The relish!
What's the matter with it? How old is that stuff? Has it gone off?
No, there's nothing wrong with the relish. It's perfect. This is what's going to save ELQ.
What's going on?
You tell me. Come take a look at this.
Is that McBain taking Rafe Kovich out of his cell?
Yeah. I want you to go through all the surveillance footage that we have of the cell since we brought that Rafe Kovich in. And tell me if there's been any other unexpected visitors.
Sure thing.
John talked to you about the Allison Barrington murder?
No, he gave me an update. Said he talked to the kid and he was going to follow up on a lead.
Did he say he was planning on taking the kid out of the cell?
No, he never said a word about doing that. Where's John taking this kid?
That's what I'd like to know.
Carlson was on guard duty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he and John, they released the kid, and then they just escort him out of the cell block. Now, why would they do that? It's unorthodox under any circumstances. They haven't filed any paperwork, and I mean, technically, the kid is still in our custody.
Look, try to get a hold of McBain.
He's not picking up. McBain, Carlson, and the boy, they're all MIA.
EOQ's assets are frozen or being investigated by the SEC for laundering mob money. How is Pickle Lila going to save us?
Well, as I went through the past records of the company, I came across references to Pickle Lila. It was a very successful company that was started by Mrs. Quartermain.
You know, my grandmother was an amazing woman. She started this entire business out of the kitchen at Kelly's. But I'm not sure I understand why you're bringing it up now. ELQ eventually acquired it. It was phased out. They haven't produced Pickle Lila in years.
Well, perhaps it's time for a relish renaissance.
Take a lesson from the past, right?
But you guys are talking about using a condiment to save ELQ. Are you both crazy?
Arlen, look, I know you've had a rough time lately, but you are losing it. Relish is gonna save ELQ. You barely got enough here for a hot dog.
I'm going to start producing pickle Lila again. America's best loved relish is making a comeback.
And that's supposed to save ELQ.
Why not? Did before.
As AJ said, maybe the key to preserving ELQ's future lies in its past.
I'm still not following you.
ELQ was having a lot of problems in the 80s. Okay? I mean, I was just a kid, so I didn't really understand what was going on. But there were a lot of machinations going on within the company, and ultimately, ELQ went bust.
Machinations involving the Quartermains, that's a surprise.
We are consistent. I still don't remember exactly what happened, though.
It was Monica's fault, of course. She bankrupted ELQ, threw the family out, and everyone had to live above Kelly's.
Oh, the horror.
My mother started making this relish in the kitchen at Kelly's. She named it Pickle Lila.
Yes, so to make ends meet, Mrs. Quartermain decided to sell the stuff.
You know, actually, people loved it.
Yes, she increased production, and the family decided to market it, and it really caught on. Well, before long, supply couldn't keep up with demand.
Wow. Sounds like Pickle Lila was a monster hit.
Thanks to the money Mother made with Pickle Lila, ELQ was back in the black.
Tracy, that was the 80s. Everything's changed since then, especially the economy.
A quality product is always in demand. Pickle Lila saved ELQ once. It's going to do it again.
You do realize that you'd have to start from scratch. You sure you want to do this?
It's a way to repair the damage I've done to Daddy's company. I have to do it. And no, I want to do it. He wants me to do it.
He? He who?
Daddy.
Even though I would not recommend it, the time that I spent in the Turkish prison gave me a very unique perspective on the way we live our lives now. This current culture and their obsession with electronic gadgetry, despite the fact, I think what they really want is something that reminds them more of a sense of home.
Kind of like an old-time family recipe for delicious relish.
Yes, something simple and traditional. Two facts that actually put Pickle Lila out of favor. Everybody was so quick to move on to the next best thing. But times have changed now. People want things now that are familiar. They want things that are homemade. They want things that are fresh, like from farm to table. That has become fashionable. I think Pickle Lila could be the same.
I think it could work. I mean, what do we have to lose?
Well, there's just one problem.
And what is that?
There's only one jar of pickle Lila left, and Tracy
has it.
Father was a canny businessman. He knew that this whole mess with ELQ was coming. He knew about the mob money, and he knew that it was going to catch up to me eventually.
Okay.
He lived long enough to know that disaster is always waiting right around the corner, and no matter how successful you are, you can always end up living above Kelly's once again.
I've been there a couple of times.
Exactly, which is why he left me that jar as a reminder that if you are resourceful and hardworking, you can always rebuild. You can rise from the ashes. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Mother. That is exactly what I'm going to do.
John, this is Anna again. If you get this message, you need to call me back because I have a prisoner that's missing and I
Line
don't know
two for
where you
you.
are and I
They found
don't know where
Carlson.
he is. All right, call me.
Yeah, what do you got? Yeah, all right, I'll be right there.
What is it?
Well, they found Carlson down on Pier 52. He's been stabbed.
Oh my God, is he alive?
Yeah, barely. They're taking him to GH right now.
What about McBain and Rafe?
No sign of them.
Get a CSU over to Pier 52 immediately to process the scene.
I'm on it.
Dante, can you get over to GH, please? Talk to Carlson, see if he can give us some answers on what the hell is going on. I'm going to the pier.
You don't think McBain is really mixed up in this, do you?
No. But I've been wrong before.
Well, Tracy may have the last remaining jar of Pickle Lila, but that doesn't matter. All we have to do is find the original recipe.
You know, I knew I made a good move hiring you. You're a genius.
Not so fast. But if we can revive Pickle Lila, then perhaps...
Once Anna finds out that you're the guy that came up with the idea to save EOQ, she's gonna see what a great guy you are, and she's gonna want you back.
You know, I hope you're right.
Look, I don't want to sound negative, but finding that recipe might not be so easy.
You know, this is the first time since Daddy passed and the will was read that I feel remotely optimistic. I cannot fail as long as I take Daddy's final message to heart.
And his message was follow the relish?
Absolutely. That's why it's even more important that you find Lauren Frank. As a great-grandchild, she's entitled to 6% of Daddy's ELQ shares. I have to get her on my side so that I can take back control of the company and save it.
Baby, I love your enthusiasm. But we don't even know if she exists. Carly said it could have just been a mind game.
Well, of course, Carly would say that. She's protecting Michael's inheritance by denying the possibility of another heir.
Well, that could certainly be true.
Lauren is real, and between her and Pickle Lila, I'm going to be back on top, starting right now.
Oh, Tracy, sadly one life to live isn't on anymore.
And a high of 89 degrees.
No, actually, I'm tuning in the financial channel. I want to see if I can get a report on ELQ's stock
With a
price.
high of 77. Some tense moments at the Port Charles Police Department earlier today. Commissioner Anna Devane was held at gunpoint by self-proclaimed vampire slayer Lucy Coe.
Well, I'm glad they didn't mention ELQ in connection to Lucy Coe.
Well, turn the sound back on. I want to hear what happened to Anna.
No, I'm sure she's fine.
If Lucy Coe can take down McBain with a chair, she can certainly take care of Anna.
Anna is an ex-spy. She is more than a match for Lucy.
I'm sorry, Tracy. I've got to find out if she's okay. I'm sorry.
Commissioner.
Is everyone finished? I'm taking this, right?
Looks like the weapon that killed Allison Barrington.
Yeah, it does. Okay, you take this. Did you guys see this?
What you got, Commissioner?
It's an evidence bag. That doesn't just resemble the weapon that killed Allison Barrington. It is the weapon that killed her.
But only our guys have access to the evidence room.
Yeah, I know.
Alice!
Is Mr. Luke still here?
No, Alice, Mr. Luke is not still here.
I might as well just put away the snacks.
Stop moping. I have a question to ask you. I have just been enjoying this lovely relish, but the jar is almost empty.
Already? You really scarfed that down.
Yeah, well, I'd like some more.
Well, I think that's the last jar.
I'm aware. Do you know where Mother kept the recipe?
Wow, that was way before my time. I've never even tried it. Maybe Cook knew how to make it.
Alice, that is hardly helpful, seeing as Cook is no longer with us.
May she rest in peace.
But since Cook is no longer with us, there's nobody to stop me from going into the kitchen and looking for the recipe myself. Excuse me?
I think Michael has a point. I remember reading in the file that the recipe for pickle Lila was a closely guarded family secret.
You know, I remember something about that too.
Yeah, but I think that might have been part of its success. That might have been part of the mystique, you see, that it was a recipe that was never to be known to anybody outside of the family. In fact, I don't even think the ingredients were listed on the label.
Guys, they have to be written down somewhere. Hey, I want you to go through the company archives. I want you to find any paperwork, any files that you can on Pickle Lila, and then use a search engine, find out anything about Pickle Lila that's online.
You know, I didn't have much access to technology in Turkish prisons, so my computer skills are, well, they're pretty basic.
I'll do it.
No, actually, I want you with me. There's somewhere else that we need to look. Duke, do whatever you have to do to find that recipe.
Okay, get that to the PCPD and have it processed. Pull up all the surveillance footage from the evidence room. I need to find out how the hell that weapon got out of police custody.
Yes, Commissioner.
Oh, and if anyone has heard from Detective McBain, I need to know about it.
You got it.
Anna.
Yeah. Oh, hey, yeah. What are you doing here?
Well, I called the station. They told me where you were. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, they said on the news that Lucy Coe pulled a gun on you.
How the hell does that get released to the press?
I guess somebody thought it was newsworthy.
Yeah, she did. She knocked out one of my offices and she pulled a gun on me. But, I'm fine.
All in a day's work.
Yeah, got a little tense. She's in custody again. So, you didn't have to come down here and check up on me?
You're important to me, Slim.
Thanks.
Look, I meant what I said. I'm ready to fight for you. For us. But it's a little difficult when you don't return my calls.
Alice!
Oh, Mr. AJ,
The person you're looking for, right?
sorry, you're not still mad at me, are you, about the vote? I mean, I wanted to vote for you, I really did, but Mr. Luke, he asked me to vote for Miss Tracy, and you know how he is. I mean, how can anyone say no to him? I certainly can't, and so, but hey, you won anyway, didn't you? I mean, no harm, no foul.
Relax, that's not why Michael and I are here. We were just wondering if you knew where grandmother kept her recipe for pickle Lila.
That's so funny. Miss Tracy just asked me the same thing.
She did?
Yeah, I couldn't help her, though. I've never seen the recipe.
Really? And where is Auntie Tracy?
She's in the kitchen looking for it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I haven't been returning your phone calls. I've been really busy. No.
Yeah. So what's going on? Who did it?
I'm afraid to find out.
How to find out doesn't sound like you.
I know. Well, I mean, it's my job to ask the questions, but I kind of dread finding out the answer. So, hold on.
Oh, sure.
I have to take this.
Yeah. No
Sorry.
problem.
Yeah. How's Carson?
Sorry, Commissioner, he didn't make it.
So I'll talk to his family. Did you manage to speak to him?
Only enough for him to tell me that Rafe Kovich isn't the one who stabbed him.
Miss Santiago said that McBain ran off. Did she not think he was going for help? Okay. All right, you get back to the station and you stay on top of this. I'll meet you there. Yeah. I'll call Carson as well. I know.
Not a good day to be the commissioner, huh?
No, it's not. I lost an officer, and my good friend and colleague seems to be implicated in the murder.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have to believe that there's an explanation for it. But yeah, John is a suspect.
I literally tore that kitchen apart. I could not find the recipe anywhere.
Here. Hi, Trace.
Step away from the relish.
I know John isn't a murderer. I know that, but there's all these inexplicable things that keep happening, and I can't simply ignore them. Hang on.
The station?
Wait. It's Duke.
Don't answer it. Please, let's talk this through first.
This is Anna Devane. Sorry to have missed you. Leave a message and I'll get back to you. If this is a police emergency, please call 911.
Anna, it's Duke. I just saw the story about Lucy co-assaulting you. I was wondering how you were doing. Would you please call me? I'm thinking about you.
Am I losing it, Duke?
No.
No, I mean, I keep trusting the wrong people. You know, when Duke came back, after 20 years, I thought he was dead, and I wouldn't have a word said against him. Not even what you and Robert were saying. I wouldn't believe you. And then, you know, it turned out to be phase on. Are my instincts that off?
Anna, you've been through so much since losing Robin.
And now there's all this evidence against John, and I have known him for years. He's a good friend, and I've trusted him. And could he be a killer? Am I wrong about him too? I don't even know who to count on anymore.
Me. You can count on me.
What is this?
You have to ask.
No, I mean, really, what is this between us?
This is me loving you, Slim. We belong together.
God, I'm in the middle of an investigation. Luke, I'm not prepared for this. I'm not thinking straight.
No, you're not thinking. You're feeling. We're both just feeling.
What was that? Hello?
Looks like an alley cat or something tipped over a trash can.
Okay, possibly. Mason? Hey, okay, it sounded like there was somebody back here. Can you go around there and have a look for me? Thanks. I have to get back to work now.
I know you do, and I'm gonna let you go. I just need to say something first. You know, I didn't plan on falling in love with you. You'd been through a terrible loss, and I just wanted to be a friend. I just wanted to be somebody you could count on, somebody you could confide in.
You were. You were that.
But then when you got on your feet, it became more than friendship. At least for me. Look, we're both very independent people. We're both more than capable of going down this road on our own. But
Right.
why should we? Why shouldn't we take the ride together?
This is what I'm trying to explain to you. I've lost faith in my own judgment. You know, I can't make these kind of decisions right now. I'm not in any kind of position to do that.
Look, I want to fight for us. But I need to know that there's something to fight for. So just be honest. Have I already lost this battle?
I don't want to talk about this right now, right here.
Well, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like you're breaking up with me.
Oh, we haven't been together for quite some time.
Is this because of Lavery?
Not the way you mean. Seeing him again has reminded me of what it was like when I was first with him, when we were in love. The intensity, you know? God, I just used to look at him and I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. And I just needed to be near him.
That was such a long time ago.
Of course it was, I know. And things might not even work out between him and me. But it's made me feel the way I used to. I want that again. I want to feel that way again if I can. I want to feel that once-in-a-lifetime thing that I had with Duke. Well, you had with Laura.
Anna, Laura has her own life in Paris. We've been over for a long time.
Yeah, but have you ever felt what you felt with her with anyone else? No, you haven't.
It was a remarkable time in my life.
Right.
But it's over. And it's been over for years. The worst possible thing is to try to recapture the past.
Yeah.
It poisons the present.
Right.
And it twists your memories so that you can't even recognize them anymore. Life moves in one direction, Slim, forward. I pride myself on appreciating my past and then letting it go and moving on.
I think maybe you and we have different expectations for our lives, you know. And isn't it better that we realize it now? You know, don't you think so?
So this is goodbye.
You helped get me back on my feet after I lost Robin, and I'll never forget that, and I'll always be grateful to you.
You don't
for
have to
that.
be grateful.
Yes,
I was happy to
do.
do it. I was happy just to be near you. You are an amazing woman.
Oh, God. No, I'm not. Can we still be friends anyway? Can we?
Sure. Yeah. We'll always have the Metro Corp, won't we?
It's not quite Paris. So what is the timeline on this exactly?
Right before John took Rafe out of his cell with Carlson.
Hey, look, I don't care what's on the surveillance camera, all right? I didn't take a weapon out of the evidence room, and I sure as hell didn't take Rafe out of his cell.
Except it kind of looks like you did.
Hey, I don't know what's going on, all right? I can't explain those images, but you know me. I didn't kill anyone.
I'm sorry, John. With the footage and eyewitness, I don't have any choice. You're under arrest.
Thank you, Ta. Okay, look, I am so sorry for what I did to you, holding you at gunpoint.
Knocking out my officer, taking his gun, holding me at gunpoint. Yeah.
Okay, right. I will apologize to him and to you. I am sorry. I'm just desperate.
You have a visitor.
Doc, are you all right? Are you okay?
Do you care?
Yes, I care. I suffered completely when you took that blow. I think it hurt me more than it hurt you.
I seriously doubt that, Lucy.
But you came back. Doc, I can't tell you how much it meant to me that you came back and you wanted to help me and you swore that you were on my side.
And look at the thanks I got. One of your co-escapees cracked me over the head. Do you know I had to go to the hospital?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they were going to do that to you. I didn't.
He thinks that Todd hit him. Is that right?
Force like that, no offense, ladies, could only come from a man.
Well, not necessarily. So don't count that Fruit Loop Heather Weber out.
Yeah, Lucy could actually be right.
Finally!
Heather's capable of anything, especially assault.
Yes, and I was completely beyond upset with old Heather.
But you still took off. You just left me lying there. For all you knew, I was dead.
I wouldn't do that. I did check to see if you were breathing and you were okay. Doc, please. Please try to understand. I knew that Todd and Heather would just ditch me, whether I was going to go with them or not. So I couldn't stay there. I had to escape.
Because of Caleb.
Yeah, because of Caleb. Doc, you're my big, strong guy. I know you're perfectly capable of taking care of yourself, but Rafe is not. He's just a boy, and he was all alone. He had nobody protecting him. Oh, my God, Anna, he has nobody protecting him now. Rafe is just out there with Caleb on the loose.
Oh, here
and
we
Caleb
go.
is impersonating an officer of the law.
You don't have to worry about John McBain.
I don't have to worry. Yes, I do. We all have to worry. He could be out there right now murdering Rafe.
No, he's not. John McBain has been apprehended. He's currently in a cell. He is no threat to Rafe.
This is good news. Everyone's safe.
Everyone is not safe. Doc, please, do you really believe that bars in a cell can hold Caleb? He can do anything he wants, anytime he wants, and nobody can stop him.
Except you.
Except me. We don't even know. He could be out there right now, hunting Rafe down, wanting to claim him.
But you just said that Caleb would kill Rafe.
Yeah, he would. That would be his last resort. If Rafe refuses to be turned, then he will.
Lucy, don't start
No,
this now.
listen
You're just
to
going to
me.
make it worse on
Allison was here.
yourself.
Doc, the last thing Allison did was come to this police station, and she was looking for me. She wanted help. She wanted an ally to try and hide Rafe from Caleb.
Even if you were right, that just proves that Allison shared your delusion. That doesn't make it true.
No. Listen, Caleb seduced Allison. Rafe is Caleb's son. And that is why he is going to try and get him and claim him. And that's why, oh my God, that is why he allowed himself to be captured.
No! McBain is the focus of a detailed investigation, Lucy.
He's not even using the alias anymore. Don't you see? He doesn't even care. He wants to take Rafe, and he will kill anybody that gets in his way. Please release me. Let me go so I can get out there and stop any more loss of life. I need to save people.
Do you have any idea how serious this is? Lucy, this is not some misunderstanding or a petty infraction that you can tap dance your way around. You have managed to dismantle your entire life.
Don't say that.
You were the most brilliant and inspiring woman I have ever met. And now you're reduced to ranting about the undead. Well, I'm sorry, Lucy, this breaks my heart. But you are a danger to yourself and to others, and you are not just going to walk out of here.
Do you think I asked for this? Do you think it was my choice? Hey, Lucy, wake up one day and you get to be a slayer. Yay! You get to be the only person in the room that sees evil standing right in front of everybody. I didn't pick this, but I can't ignore it. I cannot ignore the danger, and I have got to get out of here, and someone, by God, has got to help me. Oh, Alexis, thank God you're here to help me, right?
Well, I'll certainly try, Lucy, but I have to admit that this
She's in your hands now.
What? You're just leaving?
You mean like you did? I have an appointment with a neurologist. He has to monitor me.
What? Why?
Well, you know, to make sure that the blow that your friend delivered to my head hasn't caused a brain bleed.
Doc, I'm sorry.
I know. Thank you.
Good luck. How's John?
Yeah, well, you know, he's not thrilled about being in lockup, obviously.
Yeah, well, I understand, but I do need to speak with him. The sooner, the better.
I think you've got your hands full with all
Lucy, Lucy. What were you thinking?
Well,
that was a rhetorical question. You are in serious trouble. Serious trouble. I'll be lucky if I can even get you back into Ferncliff.
Oh, well, that's okay. You know, I don't really want to go back to Ferncliff. You're right.
I'm right.
Yes, you are. I don't deserve to go back to Ferncliff. I am just a common criminal. I deserve to be treated as one, so you can just march me right back downstairs to my cell.
Yeah, hold her.
No,
Lucy,
stop.
you gotta stop this.
Stop what? This what?
This vampire stuff. There aren't any vampires. And even if there were, John is not one of them.
And you're not going anywhere near him.
Let's just all remain calm. That's a good idea. In fact, why don't we separate my two adversarial clients and put them in separate rooms?
Yeah, I don't think that'll be necessary. I think Lucy and I will get along just fine.
Of course we will, once you're dead.
Okay, we tried.
What did you do with him? What did you do with Rafe, Caleb?
I haven't done anything to Rafe.
You're a liar! You have him buried or hidden away somewhere, don't you?
I don't have him at all. But you know what? I do believe he's in danger. I think Anna and her people will find him a hell of a lot faster if you and I work together to help track him down.
No, that is not a good idea. These two need to stay as far away from each other as possible, and do not speak to anyone that is not me.
Neither of you in any position to contribute to an investigation. Neither of you.
Because I ain't going anywhere until she believes that I am who I say I am.
Fat chance.
You're wrong, and I can prove it. I'm not Caleb. But I believe you. Caleb exists. And the only way that we're going to stop him and save Rafe is if you and I work together, whether you like it or not.
John, I trust you. I really do.
What?
Until Lucy improves her mental condition, I'm a little concerned that this...
You know, I can hear you. I heard my name.
That's because I'm talking about you, Lucy. Now zip it.
Hey, you know what? I don't mean to seem ungrateful or indelicate, but don't you think this is sort of a conflict of interest in this matter? What does that mean?
What that means is that despite your one-woman rampage, I have compassion for you, Lucy, and I believe that you deserve the kind of diligent legal representation that only someone like Alexis can give you. So just please do us all a favor and stop talking about conflict of interest. No, you know what? Just stop talking altogether. Let her do her job.
So, as it turns out, Detective McBain is in no hurry to leave custody. In fact, he would like to stay and cooperate with the investigation.
The question is, will you?
Oh, you want me to help him?
Well, I think it would help your case if you aid the police, yes.
And I'll guarantee your safety, Lucy.
Oh, that's a good one. You'll guarantee my safety just like you did for Rafe? You couldn't even keep him safe in a cell.
He wasn't a vampire slayer, and you are.
Oh, right. I know you're patronizing me, but you are right.
All right, Lucy. I want you to turn around and look at me and focus and really listen to what I'm saying to you.
I am listening. I'm a slayer, not a child.
Your escape has guaranteed you a long stay at Pentonville and a permanent one at Ferncliff. The only shot at mitigating this mess you've made is by helping the police.
Okie dokie. I will help you. I will help you destroy Caleb.
Fine. Okay, first you need to help us find Rafe. You may be able to get a clue from him. In fact, I think you may be the only one who can do it.
I have a situation. I gotta go.
No, what is it?
I just heard from Sam. She went over to the university to visit Professor Moser.
Yeah, that's my alibi.
He's been murdered. Where's the body?
In there.
How is it that you were here?
I came here about a half hour ago. Sorry. And I knocked on the door and there was no answer. And then his TA, that's the woman who's in the hall there, she let me in and this is how we found him.
I need to move or touch anything else.
No, of course. Why, just his wrist for his pulse. But Anna, to me, it looks like he's been bitten.
Yes, by a vampire?
No. It's more likely these. Can you bag these for me? So you saw no one?
No.
And why were you here in the first place?
John McBain. Yeah, this was his alibi. Professor Moser was. I was just trying to help him.
Now he's dead. Convenient for McBain that the professor can't contradict him.
Well, no. It looks like the professor was killed maybe within the last hour. McBain was in lockup, so he couldn't have possibly done this.
Then who did?
Thanks, guys.
So what does this mean for John?
Well, he's not responsible for this homicide, but it doesn't clear him of anything else.
No, but John said he was with Moser when Rafe escaped and Carlson was killed.
I know, but now Moser's dead.
Okay, John was in lockup.
Yeah, but this is PCPD surveillance footage depicting a man, the image of John, like helping Rafe out of the cell. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think the best person to ask would be Rafe. I mean, maybe he knows what happened with Moser, or maybe he is what happened with Moser.
Amy.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Hey, Mom, what's going on?
Sam, I have to tell you something. It's about Danny.
Woman is a psycho.
Calm down, stay.
I am not going to. It's the second time she's tried to take my kid.
I have detectives and CSU going over to your mother's house. We can meet her there. Okay? Yes? Wait. Oh, stop. Where? Any mention of a baby?
So when was this? Okay, we can still catch her. I want all available units dispatched over to Pier 52. Just a minute. Todd and Heather were seen trying to get a boat out of the country. Okay? Right. So contact the Coast Guard. Nothing leaves the harbor.
Friends are here, John. I can't wait to tell them what their favorite detective did to Heather Weber. So what's it gonna be?
Let's get you out of here.
Danny!
Don't move, Manning!
Nice and slow. Just back away from the baby, please. Nice and slow. Sam!
Listen.
Just put your hands in the air. Shut up!
It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like.
You know what it looks like. What the hell's going on here? What's going on? Todd tried to steal my kid for the second
I didn't
time.
steal anybody. I was trying to save your kid.
Well, from who? From Heather?
No, from John McBain.
Really? You expect me to believe that John
One minute.
McBain tried to kidnap Danny?
Carly, why would I make something like that up?
Because you would lie about anything, and I can't believe
I
I fell
swear
for
to
it again.
you on my... I swear to you on anything but my daughter's life that John McBain was here.
It's okay, Danny. Mommy's here. You've had a strange day, haven't you?
What exactly are you saying, Manning? That McBain was trying to take Sam's
What
baby?
I'm saying is that McBain throttled Heather and then threw her in the water, and then he tried to take Sam's baby.
You're not doing yourself any favors.
Tell me about it. I'd be halfway to Canada right now, and McBain hadn't tried to take the kid out from right under my nose.
So you're telling us that you were rescuing Danny?
Sam already lost your kid once because of me. It'd be bad karma to let something like that happen again, don't you think?
And you what? You fought McBain for the baby.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't know this about me, but I did play college football.
Where is John?
I don't know.
I do. He's at the police station.
John McBain cannot be at the police station because he was just right here.
And yet, he's nowhere to be found.
He was right here. We were struggling over the baby stroller. We heard sirens. We looked to see if you knuckleheads were showing up, and when I turned back, he was gone.
Which is why when we arrived, there was just you and the baby.
Yeah. Is that so hard to understand?
No, it's not hard to understand. Todd Manning, you're under arrest for attempted kidnapping. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be
Really?
used in a court of law.
I think you would have memorized that by now.
You too. You have the right to an attorney, and for that attorney to be present during questioning, if you desire. And
Wait.
if you cannot afford one,
Okay,
one
look.
will be appointed to you at no
I have
charge.
lied to you. I have lied to everyone my whole life. You told me if I were honest with you, that you would have stood by me. I'm being honest with you now. I was not trying to steal that baby. I was trying to save that baby. So help me. That's the truth.
Do you understand your rights?
Yeah, I get it.
Go.
Well, for the first time in my life, somebody's gonna have to believe me.
Believe you about what?
I saw you, John. I saw you kill Heather, and I saw you try and take that baby.
The hell are you talking about, Manning?
You know what? That's what I would like to know. Let's hear your story from the top, please. Let's get paper and book, Tim.
It's not a story. I showed up at Pier 52 expecting a boat that would take me to a country with no extradition, but what I saw was Detective McBain with his hand around Heather Weber's throat. And before I could react, he tossed Heather into the water, and Heather never resurfaced.
He threw her in one-handed?
Well, yeah. You're a lot stronger than I gave you credit for.
Well, what happened next?
Well, you know what happened next.
No.
We struggled over the stroller, and then you said some incomprehensible garbage about keeping the kid, and I don't know, then the cops showed up, and you just disappeared.
What about Danny? Is Danny okay?
Yes, Danny is okay, because I saved him from you.
I've been here the whole time. I've been here the whole time. You got a station full of cops, and you got video surveillance to prove it, all right? Do you believe me now? There's someone else out there you need to be looking for.
I'd be more inclined to believe this story if it was anyone other than Manning telling it.
Of course.
There you go.
So look, we have no evidence to support this.
Well, why don't you drag the harbor, okay? And then when you see that Heather's got a snap neck, you'll know that I'm telling you the truth.
We have an APB out on Heather, and the Coast Guard's been alerted, so...
Well, I don't think the Coast Guard is going to help you at all. It's not like the guy took off on a boat.
Well, then how did he get away?
Well, that's the weird part. And by that, I mean that's the really weird part. You just kind of vanished.
I do not know what to make of any of this. Oh, my God.
For once, Manning is in line.
You think?
We're Which means there's somebody out there who looks like me who's doing these things. You know, according to Lucy, this Caleb.
Oh, Lucy, that bastion of sanity.
Let's say she's right. I mean, not about the vampires. There's a murderer. There's a serial killer named Caleb. And he's fixated on two people, Rafe Kovich and a woman named Livy, who happens to look a lot like Sam. If that was Caleb that Manning saw out there, and he was trying to steal Sam's baby, he's gonna do it again, Anna. Right now, Sam and Danny are in a world of danger, and you gotta let me out of here to go help them.
Why are you bothering me tonight? Do you not have any friends? Ugh, look, Dr. Westbourne, I already did what you asked, okay? I made it look like Sabrina Santiago gave the cop the wrong medication. What else do you want me to do? Yes, I still need you to keep quiet that the baby that I'm carrying is mine and Spinelli's rather than Dante and Lulu's. Look, what else do you want me to do? Haven't we ruined this girl's life enough already? Westbourne, could you please stop hounding me? I gotta go, okay? Somebody's at my door. Dad.
Happy Valentine's Day. To my baby girl.
Well, I haven't been your baby girl for a while now, so what are you doing here?
You wouldn't return my calls, so I came to you.
Yeah, I was ignoring your calls for a reason.
Well, you should know by now that when something matters to me, I don't give up very easily. I love you. And I always have. You know that.
You love me.
Since day one. I made so many mistakes. I let you down. And I let the girls down. But I'm back. And I want to start over, and I want to start over with you. And something tells me you feel the same way.
Penny for your thoughts. Hey, AJ, what's up?
How did you get in here?
Alice let me in. She loves me. What are you looking for?
None of your business.
Actually, he's looking for this. And you're not going to get your little grubby hands on it.
Morning, Trace. Key to your heart?
Who the heck would want to get into that cold thing? No, that's to the pantry, refrigerator. See, my crazy aunt has decided that it needs to be padlocked.
Yes, I'm trying to help AJ stop snacking between meals. I think he could lose a few pounds.
Okay, give it up, Tracy, huh? You're just trying to keep me away from that relish. And I
can see right through you. You realize that Pickle Lila can save ELQ like it did before.
Don't you two think that pinning the entire future of ELQ on an old bottle of relish is a tad absurd?
That relish is pure gold in the right hands. Those are not his.
Okay. I'm trying to save the company. Will you just give me the relish?
I wouldn't trust you with that relish or anything else, so buzz off.
Felix. Dad, I am really not in the mood for any of your
I know that
excuses.
we still have our issues.
Yeah, it's funny how one random visit doesn't erase years of neglect.
You have every right to be angry. I've been gone a long time.
A long time. Do you even remember the last time I saw you? I think I was 7, which means Georgie couldn't talk. You missed her entire life. Mine too.
I'm sorry. But I'm still your father, and I'm here now.
Why couldn't you stay on the other side of the world fighting bad guys?
Because I wanted to see my daughter.
Why? What is it that you want from me?
I want to know you. I want you to know me. I want to discover who you are now. So, please, just asking for the same chance you gave your mother to make amends.
I was just thinking how lucky I am to have such a handsome date for Valentine's Day.
Are you kidding me? I am the lucky one. I mean, waking up to this beautiful face every day How did I ever come to deserve that?
You deserve so much more. You're an amazing man, Max Scorpio. So you ready to get this party started?
You know what? Just come here, stay out here with me a while longer, okay? I'm not ready to share you just yet.
Is that so?
I want you all to myself.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. What the hell?
Not the most loving response, but I'll take it.
Just give me like 10 minutes to change.
Maxie. Thank you. Thanks for giving me a chance.
Don't get too excited. I'm only going with you because it's Valentine's Day and Spinelli's coming over to celebrate with Ellie. I don't want to be stuck being the third wheel. What should I dress for? Kelly's?
There's a Valentine's Day party at the Haunted Star.
Thank you, Mac. I would love that.
Actually, I was thinking of the Haunted Star.
If you manage to resurrect Grandma Lila's relish recipe, it's not going to do you any good. You're not in charge anymore, ELQ.
Things change. Often do.
Okay, all right, I'll bite. So what is that supposed to mean?
That's for her to know and you to try unsuccessfully to find out.
You know what, you're wasting my time. And this isn't over.
Now who has the upper hand? Oh, I do love the twists and turns.
Which is my manifest destiny. I will figure out what the recipe is. I will put it back in production, and it will be a huge success. With the proceeds, I will restore ELQ to solvency.
Sing it, sister.
AJ is right about one thing, however. In order for my plan to work, I have to be CEO again, so we have got to find the missing Quartermain heir.
The daughter that Franco may or may not have, who has 6% of Edward's stock.
I need her, Luke. I need her vote.
I know. And don't worry, I have not given up on Laura.
What did you say?
I said I haven't given up on Lauren. I'm going to find her for you.
No. That's not what you said. You said you haven't given up on Laura. Excuse me, your Freudian slip is showing.
Oh, I did not. And even if I did, that's not a Freudian slip. That's just a slip of the tongue, a mistake.
You know what Freud says about mistakes? There are none.
Just because the man had a beard doesn't mean he was right about everything.
Why are you pining after Laura?
I'm not pining. Anna just threw her in my face when she dumped me last night.
Excuse me?
When I rushed over there to see if Anna was okay, she kicked me to the curb.
Because of Laura?
Anna said that ours is not a great love. Like hers is with Duke and mine is with...
Maybe she's right.
This is some party. I'm not sure this is the best place to talk, but that's okay. I don't have a whole lot to say.
I'm just very happy that you came with me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, look, who's here? Let's go say hello, shall we? Felicia, Mac. What a surprise.
These are for you?
Wow, they're absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so surprised. I don't know what to say.
No, I don't. They're not for me. The florist showed up, and I told him I'd give them to you. I didn't mean for you to think that I brought them.
Right, I mean, yeah, that would be
difference.
really
Whatever, if I show
stupid thing to think,
flowers,
yeah.
I mean, what are you going to think?
From my grandma. Not exactly my secret admirer. You look absolutely beautiful.
Thanks, Mom. So do you.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to talk with my daughter.
Here? You sure about that?
It's true. He said he wanted to come here, so we could talk.
Of course I'm sure. Why else would I be here? You must be Frisco. Heard a lot about you.
Steve Weber.
Steve?
This is my fiancée, Olivia.
It's a pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What brings you here?
Valentine's Day with my daughter.
Maxie, it's good to see you. How you feeling?
Good.
You want something to drink? Something? Could somebody please get this young lady a glass of milk to drink?
Ma, can you take it down a notch, please, and leave Maxie alone?
What? Is it my grandbaby she's carrying or not?
Oh no.
Whoa.
Hey, you okay? Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't I be? Your father? Oh, right. He just sort of showed up on my doorstep. I actually wasn't even planning on going out tonight, but Ellie and Spinelli are staying in, so I figured I was gonna have to deal with my dad sooner or later. Might as well be at a Valentine's Day party.
Yeah, speaking of absent parents, my mother's back.
Please come in.
I hope it's okay to stop by. I was kind of hoping we could talk. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you had company. Laura?
AJ Quartermain.
Wow, it has been a long time since we've seen each other.
Yes, I know. It's good to see you looking so well. Boys, if you'll excuse me, Grandma has to go now, so can I have a hug? Bye-bye. Oh, it's so good to see you.
I didn't mean to run you off.
Thank you for this.
You're welcome, dear. You're so welcome. Well, it's really nice to see you again.
You too. Hey, guys, you want to let me play?
Hey. Thank you so much for coming over. Oh, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too, honey. And listen, I know you think that you want to be alone right now, but don't give up on love. Trust me.
Yeah, everyone. Wait, we have to look.
I'm sorry. I mean, this is Valentine's Day. It's a crazy time to drop in. Just,
Winnie.
I kind of needed someone to talk to when you're the first person that came to mind.
Hey.
So Laura's back. Does your dad know yet?
I don't know. He hasn't said
Okay, come
anything.
the innocent act, starfish.
You know what I'm talking about? I want what's mine.
I should deal with this.
Yeah.
Sorry. Everything that's yours. Are you doing okay?
No. I killed a police officer.
Whoa. What was in that punch? My date seems to have had quite a bit. Guess we're just gonna go leave.
Wait, there was punch? I didn't
Keep it
have
moving,
any punch.
Santiago. No, look. You cut off. Did I or did I not say that you can't be telling people that you killed somebody?
I did, Felix.
What do you think you're doing? Using our daughter to try to get closer to me?
I genuinely want to get to know Maxie better.
So you bring her to a crowded party with music and dancing to a party you know I'm going to be at?
People talk at parties. Look, we're talking. That's all I want to do is talk a little bit. Why wouldn't I want to be with the two most favorite women in my world?
I told you, stay away from me.
You look upset.
Beautiful spy work. I am upset.
Well, if I really don't matter to you, why is it such a big deal if I'm here or not?
Why don't you come up with the idea to produce Pickle Lila? I was hopeful, right? I figured maybe we finally found a way to save my grandfather's company.
And I know how important ELQ is to your family.
Yeah, well, here's the kicker, especially to my Aunt Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently, the recipe was so secret that nobody bothered to write it down, and now there's just one jar left.
And let me guess, Tracy has it.
I know I can figure out if I had the chance to analyze the last couple spoonfuls in the last jar, I can put the recipe back together. But she won't even let me near it. Listen to this. She's actually taken to padlocking the refrigerator door.
It's a bit eccentric, isn't it?
Yeah, you think I'm crazy for pinning all my hopes for a multinational corporation on a jar of pickle relish.
Actually, I don't think you're crazy at all. I think you're not giving up, and that takes a lot of guts.
Thank you.
Done!
All right.
Hey, let
Good
me
work.
see.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
You want a high five too?
Yeah. Relax. No, I was not visiting Luke. I have no intentions of seeing him. I came here to visit my grandsons. Will you please try to calm down? All right. All right, then. I will see you soon. Bye.
I'm so grateful to you for inventing this relish all those years ago. And Daddy, thank you for leaving it to me and trusting me to save ELQ. I don't need anybody else to be my Valentine.
I think I'm gonna say goodbye. So thank you for...
Wait, you know, my boys are busy with their new toys upstairs, and I would love to have conversation that didn't include laser sound effects. I'm about to make dinner. It is nothing special. It's just spaghetti. Do you want to stay for a while?
Yeah, thanks. I'd like that.
Hey, how's it going?
That SOB knew I was bringing Felicia here for romantic Valentines, and he decided to crash.
What are you waiting for? Why don't you go get your date?
That's a good idea.
Mac, how are things at the bar?
Let's dance.
I thought you'd never ask.
You know what?
Yeah?
Why don't we finish this dance at home, huh?
What a wonderful idea.
Okay.
Type the ride.
Maxie? Sweetheart? What's the matter?
You don't want to know. Trust me.
Actually, I do. I'm your father.
You're making a mistake trying to get to know me. To get close to me. I'm not worth it.
Maxie.
No, really. If you had any sense at all, you would just get as far away from me as possible. I'm a bad person, and I'm selfish, and I wreck things. Really important things.
I want you to tell me what's going on. What did you do?
So innocent. I know what you're up to. Oh. Gee, honey, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, I didn't.
There's Spencer.